Alright, bro. So before me go into technicals, I think it's on right when I explain certain things to you. Forex, www.forexfactory.com is a very useful website that our most traders use to keep up with the stock market because it gives us information that we need. Remember with VIX, we don't have no news affecting it, so we don't need to look on this with VIX. We just trade VIX by candle and zone or whatever. But with Forex, you have to check in news, right? People like trade Forex because of the news. Because when the news hit, once you catch it the right way, you can make a whole lot of money. You can lose big too, but you can also win depending if you catch it the right way. You see me? So when you go forexfactory.com, you go see the news pop out like this, and what it usually does is give you the news for the entire week. So how will this be useful to you? You have to be aware, right? Because during the news time, anything that is affiliated with what you're trading is going to spike the market. So, for example, you're trading Bitcoin. Bitcoin is always compared to USD, right? Bitcoin, US dollar. You go on Forex Factory. Go check in news for anything where they affect the currency right so. Anything will go affect anything where a trade against USD. So USD is right here. Even like I say, USD the right so to some Monday, 7 o'clock in the morning, it is an orange folder news, and based on the color, it tells you how strongly the news are going to affect the movements of the candle in the market. See? So orange folder means say like lukewarm, you know strong, but it probably do little run up and down probably go on. You understand? As opposed to a red folder. Red folder mean it's high impact. So I'm going to find a red folder. So a red folder USB, yeah, which is Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. I'm going to be around this time. Usually when you say a red folder, Trump attack or not all, Bitcoin, depending on what I'm talking about, I go start fly or it I go start drop. And some people like to run it so they can catch it and make big money off of it, right? That is how the market works. So that's how the news works. So sometimes you might need to look on the market here and wonder how comes you just start fly like that, or how comes you just start run down like that, because the news will come out, some people don't really pay attention to it, but it's important to know. Thursday, there's a red folder at 7:30 a.m. USD again, unemployment claims. This are usually when them reveal the unemployment rate based on the last meeting, which would have been last month around the same time. So 26 are last month. Then do the last one of this, then get this every month. So that's how it work. So that one use a Forex Factory. It also shows you different trading, like some major trading currencies, what is there? Like other information you can find, everything you can find, news, so to show your latest stories, whatever, because them thing they good for know. Other than the news, the other thing when we use Forex Factory for are like the sessions, right? Sessions. Now there are 4 major sessions. There's one session, not session, but there's one market open that occurs apart, like separately from the session them. So each time a session opens, the market tend to give you a spike. Does it make as I say run? Market opening in any of these, so make me say you trade till 2 o'clock in the morning. 1:59 you're up on the chart, nothing now go on, and then as it touch 2 o'clock, so you see candle just start drop. That is what candle opening does. The session open does. Sometimes the markets target like whole people start trading it. The opening always have whole movements, right? So you trade 6:30, 6:59, as it touch 7 o'clock, so like in New York City, like you can them just start move. Opening up any session usually have a spike, right? Now you have 4 major session, but one extra opening. Sydney session opens 4 p.m. The markets that we trade, they don't have Sydney session in it. That's the broker them or the prop firm that don't really trade Sydney sessions. The 4 o'clock, Tokyo session, which is Tokyo, Japan, which is the Asian session, open at 6. So me trade Asian session most of the time. So when me tell you say yo, me start trade 6 and done trade by 6:05, 6:10, 6:15 or 7 o'clock, me trade the Tokyo session. Some people wait up, as I can see, and where me I see the time, as just me put the cursor over it, you go see begins in 20 hours, 2 minutes, 4 p.m. your time. Tokyo session begins 22 hours, 6 p.m. your time. London session begins 30 hours, 2 a.m. my time. So some people really stay up and trade 2 a.m. in the morning on a real level. You have New York session that open 7 o'clock. Now New York, the session opens 7 o'clock. See? The session opens 7 o'clock, but the New York Stock Exchange opens at 9:30. So the session for New York, like, it'll come like you go some business place, the gate pull, but the door for your business place not made. So one line with that in the that cover tax office. Gate will open, but they're not inside yet. You see me? So people start lining up out the door. So something like that. You see me? Yeah, so yeah, that bro. So if you want to find out, check up on anything you want to be sure about, you go forexstructure.com. If you want to go upon a chart and probably go and watch how you move, tradingview.com. You go tradingview.com, it'll go bring you to the screen, right? Then I'll click markets. You go click whichever one you trade. Me trade futures, but futures lock. What open now crypto indices would that be S&P, Nasdaq, all of them sitting there. Stocks would that be Apple, Nvidia, Tesla. Crypto, we know that. Futures, our me trade Forex, and like USD to JPY and AUD to GBP, them something there. And them other thing. I'm not really going into them together. See? But pan top step, we use futures for gold, silver, copper, crude, natural gas, Nasdaq, whatever. And now we are up on crypto chart because only crypto they move over a weekend, other than the VIX on derivative, right? I just go up on Bitcoin, then I click full chart right as well, and it's supposed to just take it to the full chart. Yeah, that's how we get to looking at this. In the beginning, they might ask you if you like log in, whatever. You can just log in whenever you're ready with a Google account and you're good. See? But yeah, bro, that's just info what I think you need to know.